Hi. In this session, I'm going to talk about the app setting replacement, the token replacement. So normally when you create the website or the API app, we have the appsetting.json file, the appsetting.development.json file, or the environment specific app setting files. So during the development, we can have all the settings inside the appsetting.development JSON file. This works perfectly fine in the local host, but when you want to deploy or automate the deployment to the as part of the DevOps, and for each environment we want to maintain the connection string or the app setting configuration differently. So we need to understand how we can tokenize the app setting files. So let's say localhost, I have given the connection string with no issues. Appsetting.json file, I just kept the placeholder. This is going to be replaced as part of the CI/CD pipeline, which I'm going to explain here. So if you have not watched my previous videos, so I'm also planning to cover entire all the topics for the ASP.NET Core website and API app, different concepts like deploying these API and web apps to the Azure using the CI/CD Microsoft Release Management in the VSTS or the DevOps. So here in this session, I'm going to talk about the replace app settings thing. Go to here in the source code, you just need the connection string empty and you can keep the placeholder. So the path is very important in the app settings. Here the path is appsettings.bookmytaxi. So this is my application name. When it goes to the CD, continuous delivery, you will see, assuming that you already built the CI/CD. If not, you can watch me other video talking about how to create the CI/CD for the website or the API app. In the release definition, click on the releases and then select the variables section where you can add your key and values. So I'm going to edit one of them, and then if you see, this is my pipeline. If I have multiple tasks here. So in the variable section, as I mentioned, connection string dot bookmytaxi, and here I've encrypted the connection string. So you will see the whole connection string just like in the development environment. So from here, copy paste and make the necessary changes for the actual environment, dev, QA, staging, or production. So and then you can encrypt that, save it, go to the task. So I tried to use the replace tokens, which is not work, but we don't even need the replace tokens in this case. So I'm deploying the application to the Azure cloud. So as part of the Azure task, the app deployment task, I have option here in the file transform and variable substitution option. So I can use the JSON variable substitution. So this is going to take the appsetting.json file and search for the variables and replace the values. So this is very straightforward. I was actually trying with the multiple options, but this is the best option when you're deploying application to Azure. Just make sure that we follow the proper convention. If I want to, let's say, change the default label from debug to something else, the path should be logging dot log label dot default, and then value, you can change value differently. So that's the only key for replacing the tokens in the appsetting.json file. I hope this session helps. Thank you.